I have always wanted to do a shoot where a sub is in a suitcase and it's like discreet public play, and I'm going to the airport. I'm just kind of like rolling you around,
Okay.
and then like forcing you to like piss in the suitcase, and it's discreet public play, like no one knows what's going on.
Yeah.
But you're totally naked in there and like maybe threatening to like open it up in front of a crowd.
Oh,
I
boy.
think that could be a lot of fun. Have you done public play before?
I'm a bit of an exhibitionist. I'm going to a lot of different kink events. I love the nude beach in Miami.
I'm going there next month.
Yeah, it's a good hollover. It's a good time. But as far as content-wise, no, because it's just not allowed. So, and you need to have consenting people in your videos. So,
Yeah, I think there's ways to cheat it.
yeah, blur out the whole background, but they know there's people in the background.
Yeah, or I think like there's some like CGI that could happen, or I don't know. I think there's ways to shoot it in a way that like isn't disruptive to the general public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't done much public play. Yeah.
I think that would be fun. Yeah, it's true. OF also doesn't allow it anymore. Like even if you shoot from outside the hotel looking in through the glass, that's also
Yeah.
flagged, unfortunately.
I'm just not trying to get kicked off, that's all. So I'm just trying to play within their rules, be a good little boy. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, I've been flagged so many times on there. It's a little frustrating, but it is what it is.
But I think what's great about being creators and building up this following is that, our fans, we appreciate all of you, that no matter where our market or our platform takes us, that they will continue to follow you wherever you go. So, that's what's great about just keep putting out hot content, and they'll know where to find it.
Yeah, where would you say, like, who would you say your demographic is? Is it primarily men, women, trans women? Like, what does that look like?
For sure, primarily trans admirers, and then a growing population of subs, like male subs that appreciate like the femdom pegging content. But then, I'm always surprised when I get like a female subscriber that will message me, or I just had a guy like message saying that his girlfriend found my content and now they're going to seek out to have their first trans experience as a couple.
Oh, cute.
So yeah, I love that those type of messages. So yeah.
Have you gotten any crazy custom requests before? And if so, what's the craziest?
I don't really get that much. I always see myself as a collab performer, so I don't really do solo content. I'm blessed that I have so many people that are willing to work with me that I haven't even opened up that genre of just doing solo stuff and doing solo requests. But I definitely get requests to do, I guess my customs are like, oh, work with this girl or work with this girl. So a lot of those requests will put a new girl on my radar that, maybe one day I'll reach out to. So I can't really think of any crazy ones.
Okay. I want to pivot a little bit and talk about like relationships as a sub. What does that look like for you? Like, do you still date because you're shooting content all the time? Do you date? Do you say you're a sub when you're dating? Do you tell people that you're kinky and you like want to switch, or like how does that look like?
Yeah, so it's been amazing, my journey in kink and how I've been able to evolve, because prior to creating content, a lot of the kink, or my attraction to trans women, I hid. I didn't talk much about to my friends or even with my partners. So when I first started doing OF, I actually was single, but then I got into a relationship with a stripper, and I didn't tell her at the time. And then when I did tell her, she totally was not accepting of it. We broke up. And then in my next relationship, I went to therapy and I learned, and working on things in my own life. I knew that I had to be open, because it's like, why waste time? And it's either you're going to accept this life that I'm in, and I'm, that I work in this space, and that has really allowed me to live my truth and be open with, people that are important to me in my life. So now my partner is aware of, the content that I produce. So that's been great. and it's opened up doors to then explore, because I never used to do pegging in my personal life. I still date women, I still date trans women. My partner now is a cis woman. So being open has allowed me to explore new things with my partner.
Yeah, I imagine when you came out to your ex-girlfriend about this side of your life, like that must have felt like such a hard rejection. And I think a lot of like masculine presenting men, they experience that, right? And I don't think that gets talked about a lot. The fact that kink shaming happens on the other side too, and like sex negativity happens on the other side too. Like, what would you say to someone who's switchy or submissive about how to handle that?
I think like it is tough, you know. I love the term that you said, the mass presenting, because you know, in my personal life, you know, I'm very mass presenting or masculine presenting, and you know, to the outside world looking at me at face value, they see like, yes, this strong man that, you know, would never be into being, that they would never guess that he's into being a sub. But I think for people that enjoy being sub and giving up that control to like a woman or a trans woman, it is like a rush to give up that control and enjoy, you know, going into subspace. What my recommendation to those people is, if you have someone in your life that's not accepting of it, then maybe that person isn't right for you, because you know, you want to be happy. You don't want to have to do this and, you know, behind people's back all the time. You would love to, you know, there's so many women out there that I didn't even realize that are open to, you know, exploring the kink world. You know, when I go to kink parties and I see couples, I'm like, damn, y'all are fucking badass. Like, you know, she's open to him doing whatever the fuck. They're, you know, so I've even adopted being polyamorous in my personal life. And I know I'm like all over the place, but I think, you know, being open and, you know, getting rid of people in your life that aren't accepting is my key message.
Yeah, I find the like social values around masculinity is so restrictive, right? Like it's restricted to the point where if you go to a bar and you drink a cocktail that's a little bit fruitier, you're seen as like femme or like submissive, which is an insane sort of, you know, like restrictiveness and like dogmatism around how you go about in the world. And I think there's so much freedom in accepting yourself and finding your community. And I mean, part of the reason why I wanted to do this podcast too is because I don't think like submissive men or switches get a lot of like positive attention in media, and a lot of positive attention in terms of like understanding how this relationship can work out. So it's really cool that, you know, you're so open about it.
And 5 years ago, I never would have seen myself having these open conversations with a beautiful cis woman like yourself. It just wasn't something I was comfortable doing. But then, you know, now it's just like I could talk about getting fucked in the ass like it's nothing. Like
I love
we started off the conversation pretty much just talking about being douched and dangerous. So you know, and it's a bit of like a weight off my back to be able to have these open conversations, and you know, meeting women like yourself and other women that are into it, you know, or into other trans women or into other women. You know, there's a whole non-vanilla world out there, and once you open your eyes and seek out what you're into beyond just the internet screen, and you know, seeking people that are like-minded to you, then you'll realize that the world is more accepting. I know it's easier said than done, but if you build it, they will come. And I say that about everything, because like I said that about building this entire brand, this latex mask brand, shooting the content that I want to shoot. If you build it, they will come. The fans will come. But if you seek out what you want in life, you know, doors will open and you will find people that are like-minded to you. You know, just start off, hey, open-minded. If you have a fucking dating app profile, say that you're a switch. Add that on there, that you're a switch. Add that you're poly. The people that aren't into it will fuck off, and the people that are into it will continue to engage you and have conversations that you never know what can lead to.
Yeah, absolutely.